Is there a realistic chance of peace with the Palestinians?
I think we have to do two tracks approach. One political, the other economic. I think the economic locomotive achieved much more than the military tank since the Second World War. All changes in the world were done economically rather than politically. It is not instead of the political negotiations, but parallel to them and supporting it. The political negotiations is a little bit of a special character. The gaps are not very great, but they are highly emotional. And it will be extremely difficult to put them on paper because each party will look back to his own audience, his own people.
Right.
And they will be very careful not to appear as losers or givers. So I believe it can make progress if we shall do it again step by step. To wait for the whole story will take time because there are issues of different emotional charge. You cannot compare, for example, Jerusalem with the borders. Those are two different emotional approaches. So if we can agree on the borders, let's agree. If we can agree on refugees, let's agree. It will take time, it's piecemeal. But if you will wait until everything will be concluded, it may take a long time. As far as the economic endeavor is concerned, we can move right away and far away.
And so what's your proudest moment? What do you think of, what accomplishment are you proudest as you look back over your career?
You know, I thought that you have to build strengths because it may save the use of strengths. Now I think you have to build peace, not just to negotiate peace.
How do you do that?
By the economic intervention. By converting, say, the border between us and the Palestinians and the Jordanians into a free trade zone for all of us. It's 520 kilometers long.
So you mean you open the border or you close the border? What do you do?
We shall make a corridor at the length of the border of the 520 kilometers, 10 kilometers on, 5 kilometers on every side. We shall introduce their tourism, agriculture, services, transportation, open to all the three of us. Solve the problem of water by desalinization of water.
So you have this corridor going around the Palestinians and you and.
On that they agree, yes. I got a letter from King Abdullah, and a letter from Abu Mazen, a letter from Olmert. All the three agree to it.
They all agree.
Oh yes. So as I said, it's not instead of, but in addition to.
And it's like if you were explaining it to an American, it's like a corridor around, even around the border?
Yes, I explained it to President Bush. He liked it when he was here last time. Oh yes, very much. You know, in Europe they didn't change the borders, they changed the relations.
Right.
Borders is politics, relations is economy.
Absolutely.
Here too, you can't change the relations without touching the borders at all. So negotiate about the borders and introduce a new relationship. They say now the future is the Far East. It's a little bit nonsense. The Far East will remain where it is. The future is technology coming to the Far East. The change is not geographic. The change is conceptual. And the same is here. We cannot change the geography. We shouldn't. But we can change the meaning of the geography, the potential of it coming together. And that can be a real blessing for peace.